student. Today we are going to continue our previous chapter, and this chapter is from civics. First chapter is the Indian Constitution. Okay, and you have already learned this whole chapter, and today only I will teach you the main points from this chapter. Okay, let us recall this chapter. Okay, and your first point is, what is constitution? Okay, what is constitution? Constitution is a of country is a set of rules and regulation. Okay, and that describe the basic belief and value the country is based on. It means that on the basis of this rule and regulation, any country that run and establish the power and duty of government. Okay, it means every written form, it is rule and regulation. Okay, and every country has follow this rule. Okay, let us second point come to the why should a country have a constitution? Why should? There are several reasons for that a country need a constitution. The India gained independence from the British on 15 August 1947 after a long struggle. You can take some example. Okay, in our school diary contain a sets of rule. It is written in your diary that the principal, teacher, student abide by it. It may also express the ideas and goals of a school for the student. And the next example, that in our residential colony or building will have also have a set of rules for the residents which are essential for maintaining security. Like that, security, peace and harmony for the residents. Similarly, the constitution also lay down rules and regulation which citizens of the country must be follow. Okay, come to the next rule. And our third point is purpose of a constitution. And what is purpose? A constitution is important because it clearly defines the power and functions of the elected representative who govern the country and the rights of the citizens. It means that the law of our country are framed on the guidelines that the constitution provides. And what is the purpose? That the rule based on ideals, guideline apply to all peoples and leader. The constitution seek to establish the rule of law. It means no person can be above the law, and rules are clearly defined to prevent the domination of the minority by the majority. It means that the majority group cannot be dominant to the minority group. Okay, the constitution also guarantee the right to equality to the all citizens under the fundamental rights. It means no citizens can be discriminated. Even minority, low caste, religion, gender, that cannot be discriminated. And fourth point is drafting of the constitution. What is drafting? The Constitution Assembly of India was elected to write the Constitution of India. Its members were elected by the member of the Provincial Legislative Assembly. It means that the assembly member it made for the first time in New Delhi on 9 December 1946. Okay, when Indian gained independence, the Constitution Assembly served as the first parliament. And come to the next point, features of the Indian Constitution. What is feature? What is quality? Features means what is quality. And our constitution aims to establish a secular, sovereign, democratic society for its citizens who belong to diverse background. The constitution has some very special features. What is the features? That the preamble, sovereignty, federalism, parliamentary form of government, separation of power, secularism, fundamental rights and fundamental duties. Okay. Come to the next point. Next point is constitutional amendment. Amendment means that the some changes. Okay. If there is a need that the some changes in our constitution. Okay, the government frame law for the benefit of the citizens, but sometimes law framed earlier may seems outdated, maybe outdated this law, and there is a need to amend or even replace with suitable law with the changing times. The process of making a change, it means what is amendment? Constitutional amendment, that the process of making a change to the constitution is called a constitutional amendment. Okay, and the last point is that the laws and dissent. And what is dissent? It means conflict. Maybe the protest against a law or refusal to obey the law is known as dissent. When the public opinion is valued in our country, especially in our country, when a law is not acceptable to a certain group of people, maybe that the group is not satisfied to the laws, they can refuse to abide by it and starting protest against it. If the law is against the welfare of the society, suppose that the law is not suitable, outdated, the society and violate fundamental rights, such protests are justified. It means that if any person, any group, society does not satisfied in these law, they can oppose and protest. And if the government needs that the fundamental rights violated, then the protests are justified. Okay, and these 7 points is your homework. Okay, homework, learn these important points. You have to learn, and next day you will write the all question answer, okay, from next day. Thank you.